how this works. Let's see how all this works. Put in work. Put in work. All right, let me share it real quick. Sorry, give me 1 second. Share. All right. Yo. All right, that's shared. Okay, got people joining. I hope that my phone doesn't restart. I'm on my phone and it randomly started updating. Um, and I kept pushing like update tonight. Hopefully it listens to me and it does not update right now. I don't have any props with me today. This is a prop free live. This is a Tyrone OOHA live. I told Tyrone I'll send him a okay, Tyrone you are there. I'm gonna add you in a second. I'm gonna send you a link in your DM, and actually, I should just add you right here. No, I'm gonna send you a link in your DM, and then you're just gonna accept it, and then we're gonna go live. I'm gonna send it to you right now. Matter of fact, there's no reason to wait. You are here. I just wanted to make sure that I get the live together. I'm really hoping that the live does not stop. Guys, if it stops out of nowhere, that means my phone started updating and reset on me, and then I'll just start the live up again with Tyrone. Hopefully, everybody that's watching will come back in if it does stop. Hopefully, it doesn't. Tyrone, I'm DMing you the link right now. All right. We are here. This is a live with Tyrone. We're gonna see when Tyrone comes. This is gonna be a two-part live. This is gonna be a two-part live. The first half of this live is gonna be nothing but flowers being given. Nothing but flowers being given. The first part of this live. The second part of this live is going to be us getting down to the nitty-gritty with Tyrone OOHA. Okay, again, two-part live. If you're here for the first part, this is going to be a lot of flowers being given. We are going to give Tyrone the flowers that he deserves. Some of you guys are not here to give Tyrone flowers, so if you're not, tune back in about 30 minutes, and then we will go. Tyrone!
Oh shoot, yeah, that's funny. I had it on two phones too. I have my other phone in my hand and I'm like working it out because I got two YouTube accounts.
Okay, you signed into your Tyrone one. We got to give
Yeah.
it like a minute because right now you're stuck on my screen.
Yeah, yeah.
But it did this. It did this last time with BJ, and in about a couple seconds, everything kind of started working itself out. Um, but Tyrone, I don't know if you were watching when I said this. I'm going to repeat it again, just so you know. This is going to be a two-part interview, right? Tyrone, the first part of this interview is going to be us hearing your history,
Oh,
giving you your flowers. Where we
oh man,
want
stop.
it's no, no, no. I'm being so serious. I'm being so serious. The first part of this is going to be about you in the most positive way, in a great aspect, in a great light that you're going to shine on for the for the community, for the sport that we love. The second half, we're going to get into it. We are
Mm.
going to ask the questions that everybody has, and we're going to listen to the Tyrone OOHA answers. But before we start, how I always start off these interviews, and hopefully everybody can see you clear without lagging, introduce yourself.
All right. I used to go by Tyrone OOHA, but of course, my name is full name Tyrone Snell, and OOHA just is the name of the organization I started when I really wanted to make handball great. So that's all.
Okay, and what does it stand for?
Oh, I mean, our own handball association. That's what it was about. I mean, it wasn't hard, and the reason why I named it that was because of I knew about the other organizations, and I wanted to have something that the players really was about the players. As a player,
Okay.
I wanted things done that the players want, because as a player is different than being a promoter. So as a player, you want certain things. Like look at what they're doing now. They're still doing it now to this day. So it hasn't changed. So I said, well, I used to have discussions with people, and they'd be like, "Well, we need our own this. We need our own rules. We need our own stuff." I was like, "Our own handball association," and that's where it came from.
Okay, and when did you start UHA?
Oh, I had a little a funny group called Bragging Rights Association,
Okay.
and that was in '95. That was started in '95, and people do the letters, and the letters would be bra. So that was like a joke, and bragging rights is just wasn't back the time. You could talk a lot of smack, but smack talk wasn't the big deal. Like it wasn't popular. So I said, let me get a real name, and then that's where UHA actually started in '99 when it was formulated, really
Okay. Okay.
formulated. Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Um, you were part of another organization before UHA, right?
Um, Not before. No, no, I wasn't. I was, if you want to say Saha,
Mm-hmm.
but Saha wasn't. It was. See, that's the funniest part of this whole thing is Saha. It started out as they were my basically enemies. I was
Mm-hmm.
from a different park in Queens. My home park is a park in Queens, 207th Street and Hillside Avenue. Some people know it, some people don't. It's two courts, small, but I was there from since like the '80s. That's where I played at. Get out of school, and I went and go play there. And I had to watch. I had to, I wasn't nobody. I just was. I liked the sport, and I just every time you try to get on the court, you can't get on the big court. That's just the way it was. And I once I got a little good, Dwight came to the park, and I wasn't there. And what
Mm-hmm.
happened was people play to get the next, and then you get visitors come. They beat the whole park, and that was the talk. Oh, the park is weak, this and that. So when I found out about that, I went to St. Albans, and that was started the rival, and that was like maybe '91, '92,
Mm-hmm.
and from then on, playing in their tournaments, then I just became like they just adopted me basically. But I wasn't in the organization of Saha. It's just funny how maybe I was and I wasn't. Put it that way. People always put us together, but I wasn't them. It was
Well,
always a
I,
rivalry.
I, I think that I what obviously, Tyrone, you know this. Many people know this. It's probably my biggest downfall. I wasn't around back then, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I tried to learn my history. Uh, I'm very conscious about who I get my history from. Um, and I piece things together. And what I pieced together is that you were part of Saha back then.
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean,
not, and then maybe not a crucial part. Maybe Saha wasn't as big as it is today, or it was very early on. But I think that there are many people that consider you part of Saha's origin story, and not in a bad way, right? There's nothing.
no,
Yeah, that's a good thing, right?
we were family. We were family. I mean,
Yeah,
we were rivals on the court. We was definitely rivals, but we was family. We did picnics together. That's what really started. Dwight used to have this picnic he did, and Long Island, and he had his family there. So yeah, we would go every year. It was an annual thing, and I was a part of that. So yeah, we was family. He definitely was family. Because when
yeah.
the
So I
the park challenge started, that's how we became family. So yeah, I was part of Saha then.
Okay, okay, yeah, so that's a good thing, right? And now let's go into a little more of Tyrone and what you've done for handball, right? Because I think that no matter anyone's disagreement with you, you've played a big role in the sport that we love. I think that people cannot deny what you've done for handball. So
Oh, thank you.
let's remind people let's remind people what you've done. Name the tournaments that you've been involved in, whether you started it or you took
Mhm.
it over or you only did
Um,
it once, whatever it is, name them. Name them.
wow, the funny thing is that's actually pretty a good question. I mean, I would say, well, the B pyramid was the first thing I started outside of playing Saha. The B pyramid, and that was because I played the peak, and the peak pyramid was it was like a gauntlet thing, man. Like you played the first time I played the peak, I played Henry, and we were B players back then. So if that's my first game, what do you think the rest is going to be? And like they used to have this thing where they rested the top players and you played them after. So my first game is Henry, and then you find out you got to play Emmett or Angel or Buddy or somebody top dog. So what happened was the second time I played the peak, I played Henry again. They gave me him first round again. So it got kind of monotonous. I'm like, there got to be something better for all the players to play, to enjoy the game. Like that's my first game every time and then the way he set it up. So I didn't like that. So I was like, I'll throw a B version of it, and that's what started the B pyramid. And from B pyramid, just I would just want other things, more games like people like doubles. Like I was a singles player, but people won doubles and it was mixed doubles. And St. Albans threw all those things. They started throwing them more. So they would throw a mixed. And what happened was I won the mixed. And then they did a doubles. What happened was I won the doubles. So I had all three titles in Saha. And after those three, that's when they started letting outsiders come in, and they got bigger. So
But
from
but let's go back to what tournaments you threw. What
oh
were you
yeah,
throwing?
all right, B pyramid.
B
Then
pyramid.
then from there, when I started our own handball association, I automatically threw an event that it was called OOHA 2K because I was like around 2000, and that was at Lincoln Terrace Park. So that was uh I called it OOHA 2K. I think that's what the name was, and that was going to be I had multiple events. So I had an open, I had a B, and I had a women. So everybody played. That's why it was like ours for everybody to get a chance to play. So that was that event. And I kept saying there's got to be something else to be done to really push the sport. And I was like, well, how about a tournament? I like to travel. I went everywhere, so I wanted a tournament in every borough.
Hmm.
And citywide came out right out my mouth, and immediately I said, let me see what I got to do to get this done. And that's when I said that was the same time UHA had started. So what he got to do to get it done. I was cool with Paul Williams. I watched what he did. I liked UCHA. I watched what they did, but they didn't want to do the things I was doing. They had their own program. It was with kids basically. It was small ball, and they had Paul had started his, and he was running a Orchard Beach end of the year event, and that's what Big Blue. So he had that, but I was like, still, I needed something to go. So did my paperwork, did everything I needed to do. You have to get like 12 people to get into your group to have a real official association. I did that, and I wrote letters. I wrote the mayor, and they responded. And when they responded, they responded to people that used their park permits. So I was doing that, but I wasn't known, and they ended up calling Paul, and Paul ended up calling Dwight, and then
Hmm.
Dwight actually said, "This is like truth. I don't know if anybody knows this, but Dwight said if Tyrone's not going to be involved, then it doesn't make sense. We're not going to do it." So they
Hmm.
had to involve me. Me and Paul are good friends, so I'm not going to say he was going to be like strong arm, like, yeah, I got it. But we end up working together, and that's when now we started the next group because we all had our own association. So that was going to be the New York Handball Alliance. So now
Okay.
the New York Handball Lions is a group of all the groups. And now we still individual, but now we're going to work together to make the event happen. So guess what? City said yes, Parks Department said yes, and boom, funds start flowing. We got sponsors.
So
And
so so essentially, right, true to your nature, Tyrone, because you love doing this, you started the first committee. Because that's what the committee was. The committee was all of these alliances, all of these organizations coming together. That was the start of the committee. So I know you like to. I was the first one here. I was the
yeah,
first one there. You were the first one that did
I
a
speak that
committee.
way. I speak that way only as a fun thing, and because I'm shocked that it's not known because I didn't do anything like to make it like that. I'm in charge, this and that. That's what you do. If you're about handball, you should be able to work with other people. I don't get it. Like I don't see how people have issues. If it's about handball, that's first. Then everything else is petty. Even if I don't like somebody, I'm doing it for handball. That's number one. So get it done.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So let's get back though. So you reached out to people. They reached out to the more known people, which was Paul. Paul reached out to Dwight, and Dwight made sure that you stayed part of the citywide. The citywide was
That's
your
why,
original idea, and the
yeah,
citywide is something that many players look up to and are very proud that they won. A lot of people use the citywide as a marker for their accomplishments. So again, another great thing that you've done. What else have you done? You've done other tournaments. So
okay,
so B
yeah. Oh,
Pyramid citywide.
so B Pyramid Citywide, the OOHA 2K. Then at that time, right the same year, 2000 2001, I had a friend named Audrina, and she was a player. She played in all the St. Albans tournaments, and she played in OOHA tournaments. She had a game called She Got Game. That was the two versus one.
Hmm.
So she did it like a couple of years herself, and then I ended up playing with her in the tournament, and we won a tournament, a mixed doubles. So once we won the tournament mixed doubles, she was like, "Yo, let's do the two versus one together." So we did that together, and that was She Got Game. And after She
Hmm.
Got Game, just I did a mixed, and then just tournaments just kept piling on. And like 2 years after that, around 2003, I had to do the citywide myself without the
Hmm.
alliance because there was things happen, and
Of course. Yeah.
but USHA didn't pull out, so I ran the event with USHA, and all the other
Mm.
organizations pulled out. They didn't want to be part, and there
Hmm.
was a thing with the I don't want to say, well, yeah, with the money is it just does that,
Yeah, yeah,
and I still want the event to
yeah.
happen. I didn't want my event to die.
For everybody that's watching, this is a two-part interview, right? We're right now we're giving Tyrone his much deserved flowers. We're going over some histories. He's
Stop! You're
filled with
gonna.
knowledge. But if you stay, we're gonna get into it.
Yeah,
Tyrone likes to get into it, and we're gonna
I,
get
I
into it. We're
oh man,
gonna
I just didn't see
just
him.
stay a little longer. We are not done with the history. So
Oh, you see, I'm
Tyrone,
ready.
you
See,
just
see what
named.
I'm wearing? I'm ready for it all. Let's
I know.
go.
I see what you're
Get
wearing. I see
busy.
what you're wearing. No, 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 Tyrone. We got to stay on track here. So you started with the B pyramid. You started with the citywide. You started with the UHA 2K, and you started the Shiga game. A lot of
Yeah.
mixes. Um, uh, uh, well, we won't go into the drama with White Castle just yet, but the
I don't
White
even know why
Castle
that's
tournament
drama. That's
did.
hilarious.
We're going to address it, but the White Castle
Yeah.
tournament, was there ever actually a White Castle tournament that happened?
Yeah, I mean, I actually recently reposted because it's been there a video from 18
Yeah,
years
the
ago
rain.
that
It
had,
rained. It
yeah, it
rained,
rained.
right?
That was supposed to be okay. So that was supposed to be the Big Blue Nationals. USHA
Mhm.
didn't do Big Blue Nationals before. They didn't want to do it.
Mhm.
They didn't care about Big
I
Blue.
heard that.
That's just the facts.
Mhm.
Once I was going
Mhm.
to do it, and that video showed I was going to do it, I had a White Castle, I had a sponsor and everything. When I did it, it rained. So, it was starting. I had it going. People were coming, but I didn't do like the must sign up beforehand. Remember, because people still didn't want to do that. I told people they should be a part of the organization, but I think USHA killed that for people. Like, people didn't want to pay a membership and an entry fee. So I just wanted to
Hmm.
duplicate that because that's what I did it. I paid my membership. I paid the entry fee. Why is it so hard? But some people didn't want to do it. And on top of that, the citywide
Hmm.
was free all those years, free. So I was like, they should want to give back. Like the people should finally want to pay something to have an event. And USHA actually was they still wanted to do their membership thing. Like that was the issue. But either way, it
Yeah.
still was free. So doing the White
Yeah.
Castle, I had a sponsor, everything was set, and the rain just actually killed it. And once the rain happened, I didn't follow up doing it, that event. And that same year, USHA came out with the Big Blue Nationals themselves.
Okay.
And
Okay.
nobody even thought about mine or cared about what I was out. But that's what I wanted. I wanted the national event for Big Blue. Because small ball is a different game, and a lot of people couldn't play the small ball. The ball now
Yeah.
is a lot easier. Taiwan hits it like it's a regular handball. That other
Yeah.
ball,
Flat hand
the
it. Yeah.
original
It's
Red
softer. It's
Aces, they
softer
don't
now.
have flat hand net. No, he was in trouble.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's what that
Okay.
was.
So yeah, I mean, essentially, there is also an argument to be made that the Wall Ball Nationals where USHA is because of Tyrone. So another thing that we could, credit to you. Um,
So
let's continue. What tournaments? So
Sunny side,
earlier you mentioned you won all of the Saha tournaments, the singles, the
yeah.
doubles, the mixes. What is the biggest? What is the best tournament you won?
Hmm. Wow. Wow. I mean, I have a lot of trophies, so I'm wondering. People just do the pictures with the trophies. I actually do have a lot of those. Oh, actually, there was a tournament, Kelly Park. That was in Brooklyn. That was a big tournament. I played that with
Hmm.
Lefty George. That was actually before Saha. That was one of the most exciting. It was a 72 team tournament, and we played till like 2 in the morning. They had lights and everything. That was like my first memorable one. But after that, I would say the B pyramid maybe might be the one. That's the one I actually have a video when I won. I jumped up and down. I was happy. I was just happy because it was so hard to run the tournament and win it. And that's why I got a lot of flack from too. But I just wanted to have the tournament. I didn't care. I mean, I just wanted to play. I won just because I won. But how you gonna get mad at me? I won. It's don't play. They mad at me because I played it. I ran it and then won it. But that was a hard accomplishment. And then from then,
Yeah.
there was several tournaments in McFadden's. I won a mixed doubles with Adrena. That was a big. That was and then it was open that I won.
What's your favorite win? What is the one? Is it the B pyramid? Is that's the one that you chose?
That's
I
that's
know
the
that.
most funniest. When I had open singles for the belt. I had this championship belt I made. That was the open
Okay.
singles, and
Who did you beat?
that was Emmett. Yeah, I had Emmett in the finals.
It was your tournament.
Yeah, it was my tournament too, also again. And Rookie
So
was
you.
there. Rookie was there, and Rookie was laughing on the side because he's like, "Oh, I didn't think he was gonna be this big. I didn't think everybody was gonna come." I was like, and he's like, "Yeah, I would have beat. Yeah, but you sitting on the sideline, Rookie. Why would you not play? That's on you." And that was pretty big. That was pretty big.
Yeah.
In fact,
I don't know if you're reading the comments, but Gio's in here confirming a lot of the stuff that you said. He just said, I played in that tournament, Tyrone. Me and Big Ben lost to Gladys and Sindel.
oh,
Seidel. Is it Seidel?
oh, Sadell, yeah,
They
Sadell.
had the B event, open event, and a C event. That's the one that you're talking about. So Tyra, Geo, FYI, chat, everybody that's watching, I just was talking to Geo, and that will be the next interview. We will get the Human Torch on the channel, and give him his flowers also. So that's coming up. I'm gonna schedule that. But yeah, Geo always tunes into these lives
Mhm.
and confirms
Yeah, I saw him
everything
last
that's
time talking
happening,
about
right?
BJ. He cracked me up. Yeah, he knows a lot about
Yeah,
BJ.
yeah. Gio's a historian, also, just like yourself. I think Tyrone that you've done a lot for handball. We're not done
Well, yeah, there's
with the first part of this
it's
interview.
funny that like
We
you said, the wins. It's hard to win an open, and to run it and win it. It's
agreed.
almost basically almost impossible. So I couldn't win a lot of. That's why when I did win, you said some of my games. It was more memorable games than winning the tournament because sometimes it's not my focus. Like it's a game I can't focus on everything. So it's hard to win an open, especially a doubles, because you're not playing with you playing with what's left because all the A players stick together. And I wasn't one of those guys.
Yeah,
I wasn't part of them. I was against them. They came down
yeah,
to St. Albans back then to play me basically, and that's what used to set it up. Everybody goes to who's the money man or whatever, but I wasn't a money man, but I would play. I would defend the park. So that was one of
yeah,
the issues that
yeah.
happened a lot.
Tyrone, what let's pivot a little bit. I always hear you talk about Shaheen.
Oh yeah, my
Did
son.
you train him?
He says I did, so that's where anybody has an issue with that. He says I did, but what he did is he watched me play, and he says he emulates
Yeah,
me. But he's got his own talent, his own skills for sure. But
yeah,
he does do a lot of my shots, and then he shows me, and then I'm like, yeah, that is what I do. Like he'll cup his hand a certain way, and I do that when I'm angry. I do that. That means I'm gonna hit the ball hard. So when I do that, he does that a lot. He does it, but he does it all the time. So it cracks me up because he's a flat hand player, but when he hits that ball, he's got shots. And he's got the left. He's got my left.
yeah.
He definitely has my left. We used to have arguments about that playing, and that's my shot and my shot. And what's funny, Justin, the Silver Surfer, says he emulates Shaheem. So I have that
Really?
video where they
Okay.
both said it. Yes, I have the video when the famous video with rookie 23-9, rookie versus Justin, and the comeback game. I have Justin saying he got his game from Shaim, and Shaim said, "Well, I got my game from me." So yeah, I guess it works out that way. And it's a different style of
Yeah,
playing because
absolutely.
I didn't play. Those guys have teachers and stuff. I didn't have a teacher. I had a beating is what the teaching was. You get on the court against rookie Emmett, those guys you expected to lose. So what do you do? It's up to you to
Well,
be good enough to win them, to beat them.
staying on topic real quick, besides Shaheen, was there
Uh-huh.
anybody else that you can consider your student that you've trained?
Um, not trained specifically. No, that would be Shaheem for sure. And yeah,
Okay.
Justin. I mean, I played Justin. Like I got tapes of me playing him, but yeah, I was the outsider. There was,
Mhm.
I mean, people at my park. Anybody from St. Albans or Liberty Park or Roy Wilkins. Yeah, those are all my people. Yeah, they all watch me. I didn't specifically train them. I used to train with Reggie, but that was a rival. It wasn't a training thing. But he took it as
That was a
training, I
peer,
guess.
that
But
was a peer. Yeah, that was a
yeah,
peer.
yeah, yeah, he's my
That's a
guy. But
different kind of training. Yeah,
yeah, it
yeah.
just you got to
Um,
practice because we was going against the big dogs, so
yeah,
we had to do
absolutely.
it.
Well, here's some you said something interesting. So you don't mimic your game after anyone? No one trained you? You didn't look up
Um,
to anyone?
I used to. I would say if I looked up to somebody, it would be Emmett. I thought Emmett was the man
Okay.
because he was the youngest of like the true legend guys. Like there was four of them. You want to do a Mount Rushmore? The four. People always want to
Who's
think
your
about it.
4th? Wait, hold on, hold on, hold
Uh
on,
huh.
hold on, hold on. Don't I wanna know your
Uh
Mount
huh.
Rushmore. Don't say it yet.
Okay.
Let's save that. So that's a good
Okay.
way to end the first part of this interview. Okay, so you're saying Emmett, your mechanics are way
No, no.
different than Emmett, but you're
I'm not.
saying
I've nothing like Emmett. I can't do what Emmett does. He's just I don't know. He has certain shots. He used to have a left whip to cross. He had an overhand
yeah,
spike. I mean, I actually more mimicked. I wouldn't say mimic because we're the same rookie. Rookie had a
Okay.
strong wide swing, stiff arm, left power shot, right
I can see
spike.
it, but your
No, they did.
serve though,
I have.
Tyrone. Where
If
did
you
you
see
get your
the
serve from?
serve, that serve that I do is the same swing. It wasn't got it from him. I did the same thing. I didn't have a whip. I just used my body and smack the ball as hard as you can, deep. But I used to have a low
Yeah,
serve
but
too.
your serve, I know your serve. You didn't get that. No one taught you that serve. You didn't watch someone do that serve.
There's a guy that, well, I don't know. He's probably not watching. The guy I know, Keith, my boy Keith. He had a flat hand serve, but he he is the guy who serves the ball like a whip, but he don't whip it. It's a flat, straight arm, and he hits it flat. That guy hits the ball so hard. I always wanted to do that. I could say I did want to do that. And a dude named Chuck, this guy named Chuck who swung overhand. So I wanted to develop the overhand. Those two guys where I wanted to do my serves from, and that's those were my local park guys. That's who I did watch. And another player named
Yeah,
Jonas,
yeah, yeah.
my boy Jonas.
Uh,
So I had my own
okay.
local guys that I like watching and it made me want to play.
Of course.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
I'm
so.
trying to get at.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I
those.
wanted to hear.
Yeah, there's
Did you ever play ping pong?
not with those guys. I can play it. I did play it, but I didn't play when Raul and Buddy and them were playing. They were too good. I saw
Hmm.
them, but I'm like, that ball was like ridiculous. It was kind of fast.
Yeah.
So and I was younger. I was too young. I wasn't trying to mess with that. It was too quick, and they just ace you out really because that's what the game was about. Serves.
Yeah.
It's when
Yeah.
Big Blue came, some of them couldn't do it. But Buddy and Angel was still doing those serves. And Joe, they could hook the ball, reverse hook, the ball come at you 300 miles an hour. So I don't know why people
Mm,
say they still were great. Angel just
yeah.
didn't his singles game. He didn't when Joe came and beat him in West Fourth, and I told that story. I don't know why people don't understand. I told the story. Joe went to West Fourth and beat Angel. That was it. Angel didn't play any more open singles like that no more. He still was great, but he didn't play no open singles. Not like that. He definitely didn't.
Mm.
So
Angel, Joe, and Buddy were the generation before you, right?
yeah, yeah,
Your generation, and again, remember, this is my
mhm,
my
yeah,
flaw. I wasn't
yeah.
around back then, so this is all
I got
history
you.
that I'm
Yep, I
learning.
got you.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Hmm.
Your generation was more rookie, maybe the tail end of Emmett Power, those guys, right?
Yeah, yeah. Rookie's definitely my era. Yeah, Rookie's same time. That video that
Mm,
Carlos put up, you see me and Rookie's refing my game against Henry. Rookie's referee, and then actually
mm,
won that tournament. That's the first time he beat Emmett.
yeah. Somebody earlier, let me just go back real brief, because this is something that's pretty cool. Hold on one second. It says the best game I ever seen Tyrone play. Oh, Gio wrote this. Was against Dave
Yo,
Rojas. It went to the
oh,
wire, 21-20.
yeah.
Happened in Roy Wilkins. Do you remember that game?
Yeah, I remember. Dave was like Dave could be Dave was beating Buddy. So Dave actually was very good. But I used to be I thought he did some things that affected the game. So that was the game that made me want to learn the rules of handball, was losing that game to him
Mm.
by the 1 point. Because actually the issue was,
Wait, you lost that game.
yeah, I
Gio thought you
lost.
won it. You lost 21-20?
I think I don't think I won. Yeah, I lost. I lost 21-20.
Oh,
But Roy
okay.
Wilkins. I mean, it could have been like we had. I played him like literally 3 times, so maybe I did get him. He said I won that one. That was a tournament, so that's why I'm wondering. I don't. I
I don't
don't.
know. He just said that was the best game he ever seen you play.
Yeah, I think it was a controversial call at point game, so I think I lost because of the call, and that's what made me want to learn the rules.
You don't have this game recorded in the archives because I know you got a lot of games.
Yes, I do got the tapes. There's some of them unmarked. See, that's the issue. A lot of them unmarked. If I was to show you, you know what? Oh no, I can't show. Oh yeah, if I spin this around,
Don't
you're
don't
gonna
don't no 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 no. Don't
you're gonna
start
see
don't start
a
spinning.
massive amount of tapes. Like it's just insane. So I gotta
Don't
actually
spin
watch
nothing.
them.
I,
I have to watch them, and see what's there. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff I do have on tape. That's why if somebody says something and I find out, like I just post it and just laugh because you can't
I
fight the
mean, you
proof.
should be posting everything. You should be
Yeah,
I've told you this for years
yeah,
now.
but it's
You should
hard,
be posting everything. So you know what? Give it a Carlos. Carlos will
Oh
post it.
yeah, I know, but it's
He'll
still
post it.
hard. I'm at it. He got Lily gave him all this her stuff because I was next to her all those
Yeah.
times. Like she, I mean, it's good. I'm just laughing. He could. We need to do
We
more
need
with
the
it.
history, right? We
Yeah,
need
we
the
need more
history.
with it.
So we're almost done with phase one of this interview.
Well, then
Um,
I went to Long Island too. So Long Island was another big thing. That was a big history of tournaments that I did. Also Sunnyside. Sunnyside was like that was the 6 or 7 years of a string of titles that I did. That was an open A, B, and C, and that's when Alan Sanchez showed up there. And I could put the pictures up. I think I did put them up one time. Alan Sanchez, and he's acting like he don't remember that stuff. I don't know why. Ronald, those guys started there. They saw me play there, and they watched me play. I played Tony Robbins in the finals, played Herman in the finals, played Herman again in the finals. Those are my finals opponent, Reggie. Those were some open matches that were really good games, and that was might have been one of my best wins. The sunny side, for sure. Beating
do
Herman, but
you
beating
if you
Tony.
had to give if you had to give a rough guesstimate on how many tournaments you hosted, how
Oh,
many do you think?
um, might be like 300.
That's a lot.
And I've realized that's
What was the
literal because 30 years is easy. The 10 tournaments. The first B pyramids, I used to do them like every week. It used to be the funniest thing in the world. Everybody said that. It just happened that way. It's like, yeah, want to play? Yeah, let's do a tournament. Then put the fly out, and next thing you know, 32 people show up. That's the way it was.
what was the biggest besides the citywide, because the
Uh-huh.
citywide had a bunch of different boroughs. What was
Yeah,
the
the city
biggest
was.
tournament you've ever thrown?
By itself. Oh, Lincoln, the Lincoln Terrace one I had like full brackets on like three different categories. So yeah, that could have done it. Easily 32. Each bracket, but you got three divisions of 32. Yeah, it's sometimes
Mhm,
somebody plays second division. Yeah, but it's still 32. Yeah, those are the biggest
mhm,
first ones I did at Lincoln Terrace. But they got 10 courts there,
okay,
so that was
yeah,
easy. Tournaments used to be, I used to just say tournament and people would come. It was just because that's what it's supposed to be about. You play during the week to get yourself ready for the weekend. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to
yeah,
be able to play. And I like a professional way to play. Like you got a referee and you got somebody calling the score. You know, that's just more fun to me. It
yeah,
means something more. And then I was taping. Everybody didn't have a tape, but I said I'll tape it. I'm gonna put the camera here, and we're gonna have make history. I used to think that then, and I'm so glad because now I can look back on it and I can show some things that people didn't know or see.
yeah. So, Tyrone, let's go back to what you was about to say before. Who I want you to name your top 5 Big Blue players of all time. Who's in your top 5?
Oh, I'm gonna say Buddy.
Mhm,
Top five of all time is still crazy, but rookies just got to be there because he does he did his winning and he just well his game is actually strange, but he did it. I can't argue with it. He was an expert at it. Um,
mhm.
I would say I gotta say Angel only because his ability. I mean, you would not beat. Nobody's beating him. Like you're not beating him. You got to be superstar to beat him. So yeah, he's got to be in it no matter what. And that's Big
So,
Blue.
Buddy, Rookie, Angel.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I would still say Emmett. Emmett's definitely there. I mean,
Okay, you
and
got one
then
more spot.
mm,
Who's it
that's
gonna
it.
Oh, yeah. Let me hear it.
Mm. Number 5.
There's
I
plenty of greats.
I gotta say Joe Drosso.
Joe
Yeah, those the,
Durso.
the original top 5 are the original top 5. There's no way around it. You had to beat them. That was the guys you had to beat. And Rookie mainly because he's from the era I was in that puts him there, and he played all of them. He's like me. I played all of them, and he played all of them. But he's beat all of them. I only didn't beat maybe Angel, and but Angel wasn't playing that much. So that's why we played one $5 game, and he'll say that too. And I was just first time I played him, and I was just wanted to learn his game, and he was doing laughing, he was spinning around like he was just enjoying the game, I guess. But I didn't push him. I just wanted to play him. So, but everybody else I actually defeated. But Rookie has defeated him. When he defeated Angel, I still don't see how. I don't believe it. But I found out it was the second game. So that to me that don't count. They did a run back and he won the
Yeah.
run back at like late at night. I'm like, that was questionable because
Mm.
Rookie's game doesn't mean nothing to what Angel could do. Serve and kill power is just there's no you that's not playing. It's not normal. That's why I'm saying these guys now play now or back then. You can't compare. The comparison was what could you do against him? You hope to get a point. That's the key. Goal was a point, not get zipped. That was the goal back then. And all those guys can do that to you. So yeah, that's Joe Dorso, and they all beat you different ways. They all beat you bad, but different ways. So Emmett, Rookie,
Hmm.
Joe Dorso, Buddy, and Angel can
And Angel.
destroy you all different ways. And
Hmm.
watching them play each other was what's fascinating for me. That's what made me bring out the camera. I'm like, I gotta tape this. This is insane. Seeing them play against each other, that's what got me wanting to play more. I saw Emmett play Joe Durso in the Coney Island, not after that game that he did he beat him in West Fourth. And I was just mesmerized. I saw him play him in Steinway, he plays so Steinway. I'm just mesmerized, like just watching it. It looked like they were like superstars. I'm like, these guys are superstars. So Emmett was to me was the
Yeah.
guy to beat. So of course Buddy, but Buddy, it's not a game. Like these guys had serves that everybody volleys now, and everybody plays now is how Rookie played because Rookie didn't have a serve. So Rookie played these other guys with his style the way he does now, but they was they ace him out, serve ace 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 kill, and Rookie does his long stretch, his ush, and yeah, but that don't mean nothing when your guy's acing you out. But Rookie's longevity is gives him and the
Yeah.
fact he ended
What?
up beating those
Wait.
guys.
Hold on. Hold on. But this is okay. This is interesting because you got guys that are beating you by acing you out. Great
Yes.
serve. But then you got a guy like Rookie who's beating you, he's dominating you within the rallies. And you don't think that is
Okay.
could be
I,
considered better than just
no,
acing someone
because
out?
number one, you got to get up. So it might be 10 zip when you finally get up to do your little rally. And all right, you score 3 4 points, but now you get down. Now it's a city again. You're getting destroyed, and by the time you get back
Mhm.
up, you're basically exhausted. Like Rookie just had this good stamina, but Rookie wasn't beating them back then. Rookie was not beating those guys when they were still like over 35 and 40. He wasn't beating them. It's funny he finally got to 40. He was calling Buddy a fossil and making jokes and stuff, but Buddy still beat him. In fact, I did a tournament where Buddy said, "You know what? I was at 207. Buddy's like, give me Rookie first round." And everybody, the whole park stopped. And that would have been like 96. So Buddy had to be about maybe 40, 41. And Rookie was what, 25, 22. And he said, give me Rookie. Give me him first round. Yeah, give me him. And the tournament was kind of closed. Dave Rojas was there, Fred, Emmett, everybody was there. The whole park stopped. We watched the game. And Buddy literally like that was the ace out game. That was just serve and Rookie's running top speed and he can't pick up the ball. And that's a prime Rookie. That's after he was already peak number one. He was already dominant. He was already talking smack. So all that serve volley crap doesn't help.
22-year-old Rookie is prime?
No, what I'm saying, yeah, that was let me see what year. Nice. Yeah, 22, 23-year-old Rookie. Yeah, that was he's
He
young,
didn't
he's
even win a
fast.
King of the Courts yet, did he?
Yeah, but the King of the Courts is a different kind of tournament. That's what I'm saying. So King of the Courts is different than the peaks. Peak Pyramid to me was the real way. that handball was focused on, because that's how you became an A player.
Okay, so everybody that's watching, if you made it this far, congratulations. We have officially gotten to the point of I want to get into some stuff with Tyrone. We gave Tyrone flowers. We gave him a platform. Not a platform, Tyrone. You have your own platform. You are great. We appreciate everything that you've done for handball, and thank you for interviewing with me today. But now I want to get into it because and now I'm gonna put on my little. I'm not gonna be petty, but I'm gonna be a little
Nah,
controversial here,
we
right?
could get it all. I
Um,
mean,
and I know that you're good with that. We're gonna be respectful, but I wanna I
hmm
wanna get into things, and I'm gonna say something right now. This is the
hmm
transition here. So if you're watching, share it.
hmm
Give me the thumbs up. This is the transition coming right now. I'm not gonna lie, Tyrone.
hmm
You sound like a hater. You sound like a rookie hater.
What, against rookie?
Yeah, you sound
Oh,
you
well, if
sound a
that's the
little.
case,
I think rookie was
okay.
part of you. Rookie was your era.
Yeah.
And you may have shined more if there wasn't a rookie, and it's kind
No,
of you're kind of projecting right now. It's for me at least. Like
no,
this is
bro. Why would you think that? That's
r-
hilarious. Rookie?
because you're saying first off, you're saying rookie couldn't beat hang with these older guys. You're saying his
He
game
didn't.
essentially that his game was like mediocre compared to these other players' games. When essentially rookie had everything, including a serve, just not an ace serve. But rookie serve for sure can be considered a top serve. A constant drive serve to the long line. I mean, how can you argue that? Isn't essentially if you
Um,
don't have an ace, if you don't have an ace serve,
mhm.
what is the next serve up? To the long line. Yes or no?
Yeah, yeah. His serve is definitely effective. His serve was effective, but like I said, Rookie was getting beat by those guys. Even with Buddy beat him with an overhand serve, also same way without doing the low
Rookie was a
serve.
kid.
No, he
You
was not a
talking
kid.
about
He wasn't a
22-year
kid.
old
He won.
22-year-old rookie?
He still won the peak. He was already an A player. He was already an established A player. That video is up there. Carlos has that one also because I taped the same time Lily did. So we both put it up there. And Rookie and
You
George.
at 22. You at 22.
hmm
What better? Who was better? 22-year-old Tyrone or 32-year-old Tyrone?
Oh yeah, I guess I'm better at 32. But that's
Yeah,
that's different.
I get what you're saying that he had already won. He
He
was
was
already
already a he was
established.
already he was
But
already an A
it
player.
doesn't mean like you're talking about 22-year-old rookie versus 38-year-old buddy who is a trained assassin, ice cold, ice in the veins, and you're like, buddy asked for rookie first round. So what? Buddy is him. He's Mount Rushmore. He's the GOAT. You can't essentially what you were doing, and this is why I'm saying this, is you were belittling rookie's talent in order to bolster Buddy's talent. And that's
Oh,
weird to me. I don't know
that's
why you
not.
would do
But
that.
how? I'm telling you what happened. I mean, you gotta ask some of the other greats, some of the other legend guys. Dave, Fred. You gotta speak to them. They'll tell you the same. BJ should even say it. But BJ did say it last time. Buddy, there's a different game. It's totally. It's not. There's no volley serve. You're not serving the long line. You're getting destroyed. So all right, you get up and serve two good long Ks, and you get us point. It don't matter. When he got back up, he's running through you. It's a difference. The rookie didn't have that. That's why he had that long serve, because he didn't have a low serve to do it. And guys were still beating rookies. You want to say hate? I don't have to say hate. Guys were still beating rookie. Lost to Eric Cruz in the King of
Yeah,
the Court. He lost to Eric Cruz. That was his loss after he
yeah,
first won the King of the Court.
but again, you're doing it again, right? It's weird. No one
I
is
don't say how
saying
it's
rookie
weird.
was undefeated. No
Yeah, but
one's
y'all
saying
like
that. No one's
dominant.
saying no one is saying rookie was flawless. But you are cherry picking
I'm
games
I'm saying the games that
that
I saw that
rookie
I
lost,
yes.
but you also saw him win a lot.
Yeah, but we
But
know
you're
he
like,
won. I don't
those
have to.
wins.
I don't have to do rookies accolades. We know he had longevity and he was great. He definitely was great. But the thing is, and I'll say is I have a video up on YouTube that when I did have issues with rookie, I boycotted him. That's a video that look at Tyrone boycotts rookie. So yeah, you can say I hate, but I didn't hate rookie. Me and him was cool.
I'm not saying you hate him.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not
saying
hating on him either.
you're hating on him. A little
Rookie,
bit is a little hate.
Rookie was
A
a
little,
perfectionist because he had to be. Okay, I'll say it that way. Like I said,
but
I'm
what's
trying
the
to.
problem?
He had to win. He didn't win. He didn't eat. How about that? You want me? I go there. He didn't win. He didn't eat. That makes you a better player. Okay. And a lot of people
So
got to know
you,
that there's a certain thing when you play. Remember, you play on the court. You play for $5, $10. That was big back then. Like people was out to get your money. That's the way it was, and you're fighting for your life. Now I'm playing the game, and
yeah.
I'm just trying to get in, doing strategy. But this guy's like, I'm beating him. You know why? Because when I did beat him at one of those games like that, and what happened? The pockets, there's no money. So now what? So that means this guy was literally fighting for his life, and I still beat him. And what happens? Somebody covers, oh yeah, I got you, this and that, and then run it back, run it back. You didn't have money the first time, so what's the issue? And that those things happen. So that happened a lot.
Yeah, I mean, those things still happen today, right? Those things still happen today. But again, it shouldn't take away what he accomplished.
But
And I
it's
know
not.
that
He's good. He's good.
you're
It's
not,
just
yeah, yeah, no, but he's great, right? He's great. He's not
well,
good.
I put him in the top
He's,
five. I put him in the top five. So
you
he's
did,
good.
you did. And it could have stopped there. But then you circle, you spun the block. You spun the block. You spin the
Yes.
block. You spun
If
the block,
out of those top five, if
and
they
then
all played,
you almost exactly that
if they all
there.
played each
Out
other,
of those top five, if there was one you could take off, it would be who?
yeah.
Rookie.
But no.
And that
It depends. It depends though. Like if this is an all
it
out
should
singles
never
tournament,
depend.
it does because like I said,
It
Angel
should
didn't compete.
never. Hold on. I asked you who are your top five
Hmm.
Mount Rushmore Big Blue players,
Yeah.
and you named an amazing top five. And besides Buddy, and I don't know Angel's accolades, all of them. I'm gonna assume Angel. Rookie did it for 20 years. Rookie won the biggest tournament in Big Blue history with the CPQ. Rookie
All
won
right.
King of the Court 7 times,
All right.
plus the
CBQ. He had a partner in
pyramid.
CBQ.
Hold on. Rookie won citywides. He's won nationals. He's
Yeah.
won everything. But for some reason, he's the one that's on the bubble for you to pop. And that's a little hate, Ty.
No, but that's
Little hate.
errors. It's errors. That's like saying Floyd Mayweather is the greatest of all time, but he's different era. I don't think he was better than Sugar Ray Leonard. It's errors. You can't compare. And you would say, well, if they fought head up, you would think Leonard would knock him out. He's a bigger guy. So you can say straight up. But remember, they did the head up. That's why you can't say Timbo's better than Rookie either, because head up,
Yeah.
he he took Timbo out twice at 40. So that all that
Mhm.
goat Timbo's my man, but all that goat thing with Timbo and Rookie is no comparison. He beat Timbo in his prime twice in the King of the Court. So don't stop mentioning people. I don't mention him no more with that. You can't be. How you gonna be more goat than the guy you lose to? And that happened with Buddy and Rookie. Buddy destroyed him.
But again, I'm gonna go back to the list, and my dilemma is if I ask you the criteria of the question that I asked you, if you don't say someone like Joe Durso, who obviously was amazing, great, everything, he had everything, but he didn't really win big blue tournaments like that because he was
Yeah.
more of a small ball player. He
Yes.
won big blue tournaments. I'm not saying he didn't win big blue
No,
tournaments.
yeah, I
His
understand.
stats compared to rookie stats are not comparable.
Well, if you want to
But
say
rookie's
tournaments
the
in
guy that
general,
you're like, No, I'm talking about Big Blue
Yeah,
tournaments.
well, Big Blue, yeah, Big Blue, yes, I can say that. But he had the ability to do it. That's what I'm saying. So he didn't always play. Joe didn't leave Coney Island that much either. So, but when he did, he
Yeah.
won. So I mean, he did, he won. That's what matters. When you go, you can do it. The abilities. That's what I say. That's the ability. And he still was great. I mean,
Do you
rookie
think
just
your prime is better than rookie's prime?
my prime is better than rookie's prime.
I'm
No, I
asking you, do
can't. I
you think
can't.
your prime?
I can't say my prime is better because he's done it. But I've beaten rookie. I've beaten rookie a lot actually in singles and doubles. So and that's just
Who was a player first, you or rookie?
rookie was. He won the peak. He won the peak. Hey, I was playing Henry first round. And rookie won. Rookie won. He already did it. But when I played him, I
So
beat him. When rookie was number one, I beat him. And that's where it started.
okay.
That's where Rookie has a lot of hate for me because Rookie knows that, and he always said, "Oh, I'm not letting these guys beat me," and he took it out. And then when he saw me beat Emmett, he's definitely said, "I'm not letting Emmett beat him more either." He's like, "Nah, that's crazy." He said, "You're gonna come out here. Who are you coming out beating people?" And it was Rookie. Rookie tried to zip me every time we play again. It's like now it's up to me to fight for my life or give up. Many times I give up because I'm looking at him like this guy's really like he's a monster. But why is he a monster? Well, one, I beat him, and number two, he's just like I said. You gotta. If I had to play and eat to eat, yeah, I'd probably be good too. And I can go. I got a good citywide video of me and him. I'm gonna post that, and we're point for point. It's like I'm actually giving him the business, but I get tired. I'm running. I'm still running the tournament. I'm doing the things. That's when I was like, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. I can't. Rookie's
Mhm.
not doing that. He's getting coached by Emmett on the side. I'm like, how y'all giving Rookie pointers to beat me? And I have that on tape. So I have that. That's the
Mhm.
tape I was going to show later. They're giving Rookie pointers to beat me. This is his prime. This is the citywide 2004, I think. 2004. I have that. I've been saving that tape because I want to post the citywide once I do it. Then it's gonna be a lot of things with the citywide because that's Paulie.
Mhm.
The outcoming of Paulie and Jamie. And Paulie's, he went back to back double citywides. That's really good. And I even got Lenny. Lenny playing Paulie in the singles. So Paulie's not a singles player obviously, because Lenny, I got a good Lenny giving him the business, and then the guy that you like, the other lefty, was he called him Legend, which I'm laughing at. Justin, is it Justin? Who's your lefty legend?
What?
Who's your lefty legend that you had an interview with him?
A lefty legend?
Yeah, lefty.
Artie?
He's Artie. Yes. Artie, man, you call him legend. I was like, oh, he's a legend. So I watched the interview with that. I'm like, oh, you call him legend. So everybody's using the legend term loosely. I call people legends
I think
when
well, legend. Hold on. We're jumping all over. First of all, you the word legend is part of the English language. You
yeah.
didn't create the word
I didn't say
legend.
I created it. I said
You
I used the
you
word
you
legend for a
you
reason.
you
I
use
used it
yeah
for a reason.
yeah. Yeah, well, legend. If I say OG, it's the same thing as
Yeah, yeah.
legend. We're playing semantics here. You
You didn't
can't
say OG.
every time
You didn't.
someone says the word legend,
You didn't say
and you
OG
can't say
though.
every time someone uses the word legend that you're stealing what I
I didn't.
started.
When did I
You know,
say that?
I,
When did I? I didn't say that. I never said that.
okay,
I said you used the
okay,
term
hold on.
legend, and I'm saying I was explaining about him. That's all. I said I had him on tape
Okay,
too.
Artie is a legend. Okay,
Yeah,
he's an
Artie's
OG.
legend. Yeah, he's OG.
He's an OG. All
Yes.
right, we
If
got to
you
get
say,
we got to get familiar with who our OGs are. Right
yeah,
now, you're ancient OG.
yeah, I'm ancient
Okay,
now.
so
I guess I could say it now.
maybe my OG is not your OG, but
Yeah,
it
no, that's
doesn't
why I'm
mean they're not
laughing.
an OG.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I like I said, I was explaining. I use the name park legends as park legends. That's why I said anybody who's been playing 20 years and been good, they should be a park legend somewhere. So you give them the term. That's when I started Legends Tournament. Just saying that. I just did that just for the reason. And Buddy was in the first one.
So so again, if everybody that's watching the first half of this interview, We gave Tyrone all of his flowers, the flowers he deserved. Right now, we're getting into the nitty gritty of things, and I appreciate Tyrone participating in this part of the interview. We're not done though. Um, I have an issue with something you did
Yeah, okay.
recently, and it has to
Recent.
do with a comment that you made towards Gladys. I had to take the post down because it was getting too much attention. I was over it.
Ah,
But when you were in Florida
yeah.
recently, you said to me, "Who gave a duck the right to give out A cards?" Now you weren't talking about me. You were talking about Dwight. And when said that, Gladys kind of came at you, and then you backtracked as if I was lying. I wasn't lying about that, Tyrone. You, in fact,
I
said
didn't
that
say
about.
who. I said who said ducks can give out A cards. That was my statement.
Okay,
That was my statement. Who said ducks can give out A cards? Yes. And if you
okay. So who were you talking about?
actually whoever gives out the A cards. So
Who gives out the A
it's
cards?
actually I thought you did it this time. You didn't do it this time?
Oh no,
I thought
not
I saw
me,
you handing
not
it out.
me. And
I
I
thought you
and
saw
I
it handing it
oh,
out.
I read names. I read names.
Oh, well, that's
You
to
see,
me.
you. I
I'm
know who you
I'm not
meant.
afraid of saying
I know
anything.
who you meant.
I
So say
told you
it.
whoever gives out
So
A
say it.
cards, whoever gives out A cards.
Say
I say all.
say what you mean.
It's both
Say
people.
what you mean.
It's everybody.
Who is everybody? It's not. I don't give out A cards.
Whoever's
I
giving
do
out
not.
A cards.
I said the name
I thought you did.
of the people who got their A card.
Hmm.
I did not give
That's
out
not
A
giving
cards.
out. You're
My
not giving them out.
signature, my signature is not on that card. So who are you
You're
speaking
speaking. Oh,
about?
so
Because we went further into that conversation. We went further because remember, I said, if a duck can't give out A cards, that means your A card is not real. And what did you say to me? You said, I was the first original A player. Remember that?
A card holder or something. I don't remember how it works. I told you what it was to
Yeah.
get the A card. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I said to be
Mm-hmm.
an A player, you had to be on that peak and you had to win on there.
Mm.
So I still stick with
Mm-hmm.
A. There's no card that can say you're an A player. So yeah, that now brings back ducks can't give out A cards. You can't make an A
What
player by saying
ducks?
here's a card. You have to win against other A players, and the other A players were established by being on that peak. So if you didn't beat them, your
So
card's not
what
going to
came
make you an A.
first? What comes first, the card or the A?
The A comes
Right?
first.
The chicken
The
or
A
the
comes
egg? The
first.
card. You see, you can't sit here and say, "Oh, in order for you to get your A card, you got to beat A players," and in the
Yes.
same breath say the players that got their A cards, a duck gave it to them, so it doesn't matter.
I,
So
I
who's an A player?
I never said it didn't matter. Remember, I didn't. When people got the A cards, I celebrated with them too. I was like, "Oh, welcome. All right, it is what it is." But remember, I
Mm-hmm.
also I had no issue with that. No, nothing. I've never all these years it's being done.
You
And if you want to
you
know how
won
it
a peak.
started,
You won the peak tournament.
no, I didn't win the peak tournament, but I had to beat people to be in the on the top 15 to get your name up. That was the key. Get your name up.
You just said to me, in order for you to be an A player, you got to win the peak tournament.
You gotta
But
no.
you never won the peak tournament.
You have to beat the players. You have to beat the players
Hmm.
on there. You want to be a part of the group. You want to be there. You have to work your way up there first, and then when you face them, you got to beat them. You get your name up when you did it. You replace the person that you beat.
So you could beat one person on the peak tournament, and now you're an A player.
Well, it wouldn't be like one, but if you get your name up, if you get your name up, remember I said you didn't play them first. So by the time you got to them and beat them, you then went through like 3 or 4 guys. So basically, yeah, when
Yeah,
your
but
name
you
was
went
up,
through three or four guys that weren't on the peak.
yeah,
So you went through other ducks.
well, not
But when you
everybody
got to
wasn't a
the
duck.
one peak guy,
I told you I played Henry first round. That was my first round game. So that's not there's not there's a first
but
round
Henry
player.
wasn't on the peak yet.
Yeah,
So
he wasn't a peak.
and Henry.
Yeah, we
Okay,
all
so
ducks. Yes,
again,
you all pot builders. All the pot builders.
so again, I'm just trying to point out the hypocrisy
There's no
in
hypocrisy.
the
There's not.
statement.
You can't. You
Of
can't
course,
try
there
to
is.
make it. No. Where's the hypocrisy? Where's the
I
hypocrisy?
just explained it to
If
you.
you and I
I just
explained to you,
explained it.
if
You
you want to
telling
be a
me,
top
you're
player,
telling me,
if
in
you want to
order
be
for
a
you to
top
be an
player,
A player.
if you want to be a top player, you got to beat top players. A card's not going to make you a top player, and that needs to be said.
Yeah, but the card doesn't make you a top player. The card confirms you're a top player.
Oh
The
boy,
card
exactly.
validates your top player
Yes,
status.
exactly,
You
exactly.
don't get the okay.
That's
So
that's
or
here's my
it's like
thing, Ducks.
okay,
That
you
goes back to my statement. Ducks
okay.
can't give
You
A
give
cards.
hold on. You give out legend certificates, all right?
Yes, I do that now. Yes, I do that now.
Does the certificate make them a legend?
Hmm. You know what? Yes, because I did the criteria.
No, it doesn't. They were already a legend.
Yes, yes.
All
The
you
same
did was
thing.
confirm their legend status. You
Yeah, but
didn't.
why?
Your certificate isn't. Hey, guess what? Now you're a legend because I said so. No, you're just confirming what they've already accomplished.
Yeah, but at the same time, I give a legend
Mm-hmm.
certificate. Do people say, "Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you're a legend because Tyrone gave it to you"?
No, not at all.
Exactly.
They were
So,
already a
but
legend.
you get the
So
A
the A
card. You
card,
get the A card. You
the A
can't
card,
play.
the work's already
Uh
been
huh.
put in.
Oh
All
yeah.
this is like, hey, guess what? You did the work, and here is the proof that you did the
What
work.
about those that are deserving of it? I mean, not deserving of it that get one. Now they're forced into a whole new life, really, basically, because now they're not considered
Hmm.
bees. And the fact that all the other organizations accepted that's the issue. My thing is, I would have let some people got an A card play in the bees still because they're not A's. It's just you gave them a card, but that don't mean nothing. Ducks can't give A cards. They're not A, but now everybody accepts it, and all you guys go, oh, we got an A card. There's A players laughing like, yeah, give me him first round, no question. They don't mind that.
There's listen again, and I said the same thing to you in person, right? You are saying, oh, there are other A players that aren't respecting the cards that certain people are getting. Well, there are other A players that don't respect what you do in handball. Does that mean what you do in handball is not right?
Well, they diminished it. They diminished
It
what I do.
doesn't.
They have though.
It
They have
does
diminished, and
it
I know that.
mean
I know
does
that,
it
and I don't have a problem with
mean
it. I don't have a
does it
problem.
mean that what you're doing is not right? That was my question. Not if it was
Oh
diminished.
yeah, but
You're still doing right. You're still doing right. What
yeah, but
they are thinking when
I have
pork chop
criteria.
fucking laughs, when pork chop laughs at everything
Yeah,
that
I
happens
know.
in handball,
Yeah,
right?
I
Does
realized that
that
too.
mean
I don't take it either.
yeah, but what you're not realizing is you are a version of pork chop.
Oh, I'm a version of pork
You
chop.
are a
Don't
version of pork
don't
chop.
compare me to
You
pork chop.
are
No comparison. He's just a
Tyrone.
player.
You are
He's a
trying
player
to
who got an A
diminish.
card and ain't done nothing else for the game. So we're not
You are
comparison.
trying to
We're not
diminish what other people are
comparison.
doing.
Nope.
You
I
oh
never
no,
said.
you
I
absolutely.
how
I
many
didn't
years
say
this
you
being done?
are a pork chop.
How
I
many
didn't
years
say
this is
you are a
being?
pork
How
chop.
many years this has been done? And I finally say one
Who?
thing, and now you hold it. This has been done 30 years. This A card thing. Did you hear me say anything? Now this is 2026. Now you're mentioning, oh, I'm hating. Well, I hated for 30 years. You never heard nothing the other 30 years, so of course I'm not
Well,
hating.
Tyrone, me and this is we've had our closest interactions as of late. You want me to I didn't know you 30 years ago.
Oh, all
I
right.
didn't know you 20 years ago.
Yes.
I didn't know you 15 years ago. I know you now,
Mm-hmm.
and now you made a statement about Ducks giving out A cards.
Yes. All right.
I know, or I think I know who you're talking about because it's not me. Carlos Centeno was with me. I know it's not Carlos. Gladys is an A player, female A player, where you recognize all of her I know it's not Gladys. Karen is a female A player that you recognize, and she's got. I know it's not Karen. Who is it?
Oh, so you want to get me a gotcha and say Dwight's a duck and he shouldn't be given A cards? I mean,
I
that's
didn't.
hilarious. Like, the
It's
gotcha
not.
moment.
It's
Like,
not.
what do you?
It's not. It's not a gotcha moment. It is stand 10 toes down on what you meant because we all know what you meant. Now we can move past it, right? Because we are in the business of moving on.
Uh-huh.
Let's talk about the shirt you're wearing.
Oh yeah, it's a
And
famous.
I'm on your
I made sure I
side
put it
here.
on now.
I'm on your side here, believe it or not. Because if I'm being honest, I don't think we've ever heard the actual truth of what happened with White Castle. I think you're holding on to information that can probably set the record straight.
Well, I don't
And
even
I'm
know what the record
wondering,
is. That's what I'm wondering.
well, the record is
I don't hear
the
anything.
record is that you kept money, sponsorship money, and entry money for a tournament that never finished. And
Oh, it
the
is.
segue to
Oh,
that,
it's Henry.
the segue to that is that you bought a new car with it.
Yeah, that's insane.
Again, I don't believe that story. I think that there's information that you're holding on to that you don't want to disclose, and I'm wondering if A, if I'm right, and B, if you'll disclose that information today.
Well, the only way that if that's the story, that story, which sadly comes from the same person that I told that it's still affecting me now, and they're like, "Oh, that's old news." That was Henry. That was Henry who did that. That's sad because I tell him all the time he did that, and it's still an issue now. Henry did that, number one, and that event there was a White Castle event, and the players it got dark, so we didn't finish. So what
Mhm.
happens? We say we set up go to Edison at 1 o'clock on Sunday to finish the tournament. I tell the guys to go there. The one of the finalists went, and his name was Donnie. Some of the guys know he's West Forth guy, and he was the only one who showed up. Henry calls me and tells me they're at 88 Park, and I need to come over there to finish the tournament so they can split the money. And I'm telling you, no, I'm at Edison, and you're supposed to be here, and the winner is here because he's here, and he's the only one. He said it himself. They're there. I'm here. I got to get my money, and I'm in the thing with him. Like it's me and him. He's like, yo, I don't care about them. I need my money. I'm here. They're not here. So what I do? I give them the money. Give them the first place money, and those other guys, I'm like, what I'm supposed to, as the tournament director, cave into you guys. Y'all don't listen to rules. You want to run the event that I did the work for? I did the work. You're not getting anything. What do you want? I mean, what do you want me to do? I'm just gonna hand you money because you said to be there for you. I did the tournament. What did you do? And that's the part that's amazing. People feel entitled to other people's work, and yeah, it was there. All you had to do was follow the rules. So the guy took all the money. He took first and second. He's the only one there. Who else to
Okay.
pay?
Who you said, Donnie?
Yeah, Donnie. He's I don't know where he's at now, but yeah.
So Donnie took. You gave Donnie first and
I gave
second.
him all the money in my
What
hand.
was what?
I gave him all the money in my hand. That's what I did.
Did you? Again, we're clearing the air.
Okay, I had a
Did you
job.
keep?
I was a worker. I had a working job. I worked for the IRS too. That's when I started all this stuff. That's why I was able to do my association. I had worked for the IRS. So I always had a job, and that's why I kid the thing about rookie and stuff. You have to be. I worked, so I worked and played. No, I had to work. I bought my car, my own money, used my own credit, and everything. There was no keeping of the money. It wasn't that much money at first, anyway. It might, if anything, it might have been 3,000. If it was 3,000, that was definitely used for more than one thing. Like I sponsored the King of the Court. The banner's up because I wrote them checks. So the
So
money
White
didn't go
Castle
to my
gave you
pocket.
a $3,000 sponsorship.
Yeah, yeah, it might have been three.
You're around
It
there,
was
right?
yeah, it
We
was done
told me
more
it
than
was
once.
years
So
ago.
luckily, yeah, it was years ago.
and then you pulled in apparently, as the comments are showing, a white BMW.
Oh, white. See, that's
Um,
I got a video with me in the car. I'm gonna post that too then. And I love it. Let the haters. They're good. The BMW. It's not white, which is hilarious. But all right.
so you pulled in a BMW, and
Yeah, I had a
then
BMW.
people started the rumors
Yeah, they
that
started
you took
rumors.
sponsorship money
And and
to
and
buy that
and
BMW. And
let's say,
Donnie never confirmed that you gave him first and second. He just disappeared into the abyss.
yeah, he's this. You could ask. That's Donnie's just, yeah, he's gone. That guy, I don't know what the heck happened to him. But he was definitely the finalist, and he's the only one that showed up. And he said
No,
he's
but
gonna
what
tell,
I'm
he said he's
asking
gonna,
is after you handed him the money and then all of this shit happened, he never came out and was like, nah, nah, I got paid. I got paid. He never
yeah, he
did that for
never,
you?
nah, I don't know what he did. He really was gone. He wanted that money. So, I ain't gonna say nothing about the guy because I don't know, but yeah, it's it's
Do
suspect.
you remember how much you gave him?
No, no, I don't remember that. I know I gave him what was in my hand because he was agitated too because he heard them talking about, yeah, get here, we want our money. And I'm like, how's everybody wanting the money when you didn't even listen to what the rules were? I said, come here. I'm not going over there to give you guys tough luck. I'll see you when I see you if you're lucky. And Henry wasn't even a finalist, so that's the part that's totally sad. That's just hate. He wasn't even a finalist,
Okay.
so you just stir something up for what? And you're entitled for money that you can. Like I said, I think I gave some people their entry fee back. I think I did that. I said, yeah, you can have your entry fee here. Maybe Robert Sasha. I
Okay.
might have gave it. I think I gave Robert Sasha his money back because he was one of the finalists. I said, yeah, I got that. I gave him $40. I think when I saw him. I mean, that was so long ago, and it's just so routine. I had no issues because the
Yeah,
citywide
but
was the next
Tyrone,
year.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. For the first time, you are addressing a situation that basically blackballed you in the community.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I
and
like it. Get you.
and I think that you've been trying to kind of get this label off of the top of you for years, and it never helped. And maybe now it will help. Maybe now it will help.
Well, I
Um,
notice I keep
but
doing
let's
what I do. I don't have to do the biggest tournaments and all that because I've done that. So that's why it works now. I'm gonna do what I do
yeah.
regardless.
I mean, so let's talk about that because a lot of things were said when I saw you at Bob's house, right? Another thing that you had said is you referencing me, and I'm assuming the committee, but I'll take it was just me. Oh yeah, I don't beg people to play in my tournaments.
Oh,
Why do you feel like
yeah, right. Yeah, all
what
right.
was
So
that
I
about?
can address that. Yes, that's no problem. Yeah, when you if you
Address it.
I don't know if he tags on purpose or it's just an out tag. Yeah, if I'm getting tagged, he was doing it. That's the way he does. Yeah. What are you
Who's
tagging me
he?
for? 100 times, you, Caesar, or Carlos, whoever's doing the tagging when you with the Buddha,
Hmm.
because that's what you guys do. Y'all promote that way, which is fine. It's your promotion. But yeah, I'm sitting there, especially if I'm playing already. I paid my entry fee, and I'm still getting. Yeah, it's your last day. Every single day, every single week. Oh, it's the last day. It's this and that. Don't tell me not to come in. Don't tell me. Don't crying. The crying thing. Yes, that's kind of annoying. I'm surprised. That's what people want. Nobody else didn't say it. There was one guy who did say it. They was like, "Yo, it is what it is." I remember. I think I taped one of the things he said about it. It's like, "Yo, you don't want to keep telling me. It is what it is. I don't play. I don't play." That's not the biggest thing in the world. So yeah, it was getting tagged. It was getting kind of annoying. And that's the way you guys did it to
Hmm.
make it big. Then fine, that's what you did to make it big. But yeah, it was annoying. I gotta get tagged on this. Why are you tagging me?
Well, I know it wasn't me. I never tag you.
Oh well, you didn't
I've,
tag
I've
me. Well,
I
whoever.
never I
Well, that's the thing
never
that Carlos
tag
he
you.
wanted to know. You didn't tag me, but you do post, and then your post is, I guess, because I'm following you. Yeah, your post came up on my thing, so it is what same way Pork Chop says about me.
I post a lot.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
post a lot, and I post because the way that I do things, it's learned behavior, and there's a lot of hand holding that has to be involved
No,
in this
I give
sport
it
in
to
this
you.
community.
You did a good thing. You got a lot of people. Maybe it's a charisma or whatever. You got a good following. So yeah, you did your thing, especially coming out 2012, like I said, to the King of the Courts and seeing that. But if we had got together back then, I think we would have been rocking it, because that's when I needed somebody like you to push the agenda that I had, because I still did end up doing 2017. I did another citywide, and people don't talk about that one, but they don't, because that's where
That's
Saha.
where I met. That's where I met Carlos. That
Yeah.
citywide, because you had Carlos do the
Yes.
Staten Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
So I got you guys together. Oh, so I got you in. I got you in the game.
that's where I met. I was already hosting tournaments, but
Yeah.
if
But
I'm
now on
being
that
honest,
level,
I wasn't cool with Carlos. I had an issue
yeah.
with Carlos at that tournament over a
Mhm.
call that he made.
Yeah.
But that's where I officially met Carlos. Um, and then we became what we became now, a superpower. We are superpower.
Oh, see that? How do you see
Okay,
how you able to get away with that? You
superpower.
guys are able to get
Of
away with
course,
that?
I'm able to get away with it.
Hmm.
Of course, I'm able to get away
Huh?
with it.
Well, let me
Because
float your
I'm
boat.
partially joking.
I
I'm
wish you could
partially
play.
joking, but
See, I could
let's.
play you, so at least I could play you. I'm so glad I did get one game against
But
you.
you gotta know you can't move anymore, Tyrone.
I see. That's the thing.
Don't don't
Good.
don't
So we're
come
gonna play.
fucking
So
barking
let's.
up this tree.
Hey,
Don't come barking up this tree.
I'm
I
getting
saw
back
you
in the shape. I
moving.
want to play. I want to play. I want to enjoy the game. I love handball, so I'm definitely
Listen,
coming back.
unless you're drinking the
All right.
Captain America serum to build
So
back the cartilage in your joints,
yeah, yeah,
don't come barking up here, all right, Mister
yeah.
Iron Man, with your 6 braces on your legs.
No, but I do that so I don't get hurt. I don't need the braces. I actually don't. Look, my legs is
Listen,
good. I'm not rookie.
listen. I hear them cracking.
Yeah, it did crack. Yeah,
You
it
hear
did
them
crack.
crack? Yeah.
Yes, I did crack one. I don't need to. I
Oh,
want people to think I can't play. Believe me, I want. there's some games I still want to do. It's a couple people I still want to play. I mean, I think the sport is great. That's why I've always
listen,
played all the King of the Courts. It's what you should want to do. Why would you not want to be a part of
listen.
something
I
great?
got here's another issue, right? You came at me for the rules. You
Oh, the
posted
rules.
videos. You made
Oh,
comments.
we can go at the rules all day.
And then I had to go petty mode. I had
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
Beto mode. That's the new mode. That's what I'm gonna call it, the Beto mode, right? I had to come at you, Tyrone, because you let 47-year-olds win a 50 and over
Yeah,
bracket.
but why? First of all, why? How did that become the thing? It's a Legends tournament. How do you? What are you saying? Nobody said it was a 50 and over only tournament. That's first.
You did.
No,
You
it
said there
no
was
no
two
no no
different
no no
brackets.
no. It's a
You did.
Legends tournament. First of all, that's first Legends tournament. Second, we did give the 50-year-old guys a separate bracket to play for first round. Okay, so that's it. And then if one guy sneaks
So
in
how
who's
come
3 years
at the end
younger,
of that tournament? Well, no, 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 no. First of all, you snuck in some sharks.
nah,
You
nah, they're not.
snuck in the
It's a
favorites to
Legends
win. Are
tournament.
you kidding me?
Nobody
Melvin
said
and Modelo
nothing.
are the youngest 47-year-olds you've ever seen in your life. And you let them into the 50 and over bracket. What did you
And
think was going to happen?
nobody 50 said anything. Nobody didn't say it. They all knew. That I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't think.
No, no
And
one knew.
it
No
wasn't a
one knew
50.
that
It
was
wasn't a
happening.
50. It was 45 and over. That's what the real criteria was. That's what Bob
Uh,
said. Bob said 45 and over because no 40-year-old should
Bob got to get
get the
some
thing right.
rest.
And Bob played
Bob
them.
got to
Bob
get
lost to
some
them.
rest
He lost to the
because
champs. He lost to them. So
he got smoked.
he got smoked.
Good
Well,
night.
yeah,
Good
Macho couldn't keep up.
night.
Macho was done. That's what
Don't
50
blame it
year olds,
on
the 10
Macho. There
years.
was two people on that. There were two
Wow, he got
people on that team. There were
wow. He
two people on that team.
giving it to Bob, but that's okay. Like I said, I wish you know what I play with Bob against you and somebody. I love that promoters challenge.
I'll play with Carlos against you and
Oh
Bob. No, Bob is good. I'm not fucking playing Bob. Bob's fucking good. He spikes that
yeah,
ball. I give
yeah.
Bobby
Carlos.
credit for being a fucking old man,
I want to play Jared.
but Jared is better than you,
Yeah,
and he knows
Jared
the
is.
rules better than you.
Yeah, the rules. That's the thing too about the rules. You guys, what
Yeah, so let's
doctors?
talk about the rules.
Yeah,
You're a
Yeah.
level 6
Yeah,
referee?
yeah.
Where did
See, you
that
like
come
that.
from?
You like that, right? I was hoping that somebody saw that and why and how
I
is that
see
possible?
everything.
Okay.
I see
I have an
everything.
answer to that if you really want one, but that's okay.
I read the snippet of the rule book that you had too.
Oh yeah, but that's
So
something I
you
did.
think that it's an avoidable hinder if somebody hits you on a forward swing?
If you blast somebody full, like you go for your shot and you blast somebody, that should be
Blasting
avoidable.
somebody blasting somebody is a judgment call and it's
Mm-mm.
relative to the
If
players and the opponents.
if
There
you
is
strike
way
some,
too
if you
much gray
strike
area.
somebody full force on purpose, knowing that you're going to hit them, that's a problem, and that should be addressed.
How
If
can
you
you tell if I strike somebody what how can you tell if I strike somebody A on purpose and B full force
okay,
as a
if
referee?
we know what you know what a forward swing is, and you know what shot you're going for. So remember, you can call safety.
Mhm.
That's something that people don't use, and I've done that before, and people got upset. But
Mhm.
you see the guy, the ball's here, and you see the guy can get it. That's when you should call a safety because you avoid that. Now you
Absolutely.
don't have to worry you hit
Agreed.
them head. But okay, in the
But what if I
world,
hit their leg?
well, the leg is a little different. But if you hit the leg,
You see? No, 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 no,
I'm
no.
saying you want me to
If you're
call it.
gonna write a rule book, if
Yes,
you're gonna write
you
a
didn't
rule
let me
book,
finish.
Mr.
You didn't
Uha,
let me finish. If you hit
there's
the
no finishing.
if you
You
hit the
just said
leg,
it. Oh, the
if you hit
leg
the
is a little
leg,
different.
you hit the leg and you smack the leg, and there's a red mark. Yeah, you smack the person. So that's what I'm saying about knowing what they could do.
What if they're white and they leave a red mark by me flicking their
All
leg?
right, but then you're still done. Yeah, it's avoidable. You didn't have to strike the guy. If remember if you lose advantage by you not going for a shot, that's on you. You can't just hit the ball
No,
and
it's
say, "Well,
not.
he was in the way."
The essence of one wall is to create legal hinders. I
Yes,
want to hit the ball by
that's
my body.
that's
So
why if
that
you
means if
strike
a
him,
ball is by someone's body, that basically I got to give them a point.
yeah, if you strike him, yes, don't strike him. You're not supposed to strike him.
If the ball is by their body, they purposely hit it by their body.
Yes. So
And if
you have
I hit them in a contact with a forward swing, I'm out. And if I leave the ball alone, I'm out. So basically, in your version of handball, written by A players that
uh-huh.
got carted by a duck,
Yeah.
you're saying that if I get the ball close enough to my body, it's just going to be an automatic point.
No, I said if you strike
There's
the
a flaw
player,
in your rules. There's a
if you
flaw.
strike the
And that was the
player,
first thing that
okay,
I
that's
read.
fine. If there's a flaw, that's fine. Remember, I wrote those rules. I just wrote it out to interpret some of the rules that you don't have to see 15.1, page 7, which is insane. Remember, I did that. I did the book. I did the level 1 certification. And I
Show
went up
me the
all the
book.
levels. You understand? I went up all the levels. There's a 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 5 is you're supposed to referee and be seen refereeing a finals match in a nationals event. And I did that in 2005 with Dave Rojas and Rookie versus Tony Roberts and Robert Sastry. And Vern Roberts, who was executive director of that, assigned me that game to finish up my process. Now, what happened was I didn't become a member like maybe the year after something with USHA. So they never sent me my level 5 certification, but it's always been there. And I always took offense to that. And I said, why would they do that? But it was different things. That when Vern was the other president had left and they changed presidents and Michael Steele was there. See, I know all the history of USHA. I've supported them, but they never
Do you want me to
changed.
call Jared right now and get you a level 5?
Well, Jared should know. I don't know why Jared don't know. If he don't know, then that's on him. That's part of him not knowing the USHA. Then I mean, but he came
Well,
after.
you don't take any accountability for you kind of going against USHA and them not reaching out to you or
I
not
did not
working
go.
with
I didn't
you.
go
I mean,
against him.
you
I
go against a lot of people,
2000.
Tyrone.
I still have a donation thing I gave him, the $500. I'm on the silver thing or whatever. I have that from Mike Kruger. Thank you for your thing. So what is going against him? I can't say nothing now. You're not allowed to speak against
I didn't
USHA.
say that.
And if you want to say something
I
with
didn't
that
say
is,
that.
it's because, like I said, I think they snubbed me for the Nationals because I was going to do it, and then they jumped in and did it, and then now look at it now. I mean, it's less turnout every year, and it's still the same thing. So they might have did me a favor. People don't want to conform. They don't want to do that kind of set up a tournament and pay membership and pay. It's
But
just sad that players don't do that, but that's on them.
But how come you say people don't want to conform? What about hosts conforming with the rules? We have a rule book written front and back with page 17, like
Oh,
you said, to find
yes,
avoidable
okay.
hinders.
Well,
It already exists. Look, check this out.
the
Let me
thing
show
with
you
that,
something.
yes,
Hold
but
on.
people are not going to read all of that. So
Look, I got an old one,
yeah, that's I got that one.
2013.
Yo, I gotta go to work.
Come on,
That's
man. Look,
crazy. You know, I work at night now.
2023.
Yeah, that's a nice book.
Listen, Tyrone, I appreciate you joining this live.
Yo, we
I
could talk
hope
more about the
everybody
rules thing.
enjoyed
It
it.
needs to be done. So
We could do a whole live about the rules
yeah, well, we
one
have to
day.
because it's
But
really that's the number one thing. And I realize written rules are what matter.
you got
So
to
you
start
write them.
using USHA rules. You got to start using USHA rules. That is the number one thing. You're 100% correct.
Well, USHA still, like I said, I mastered that course already. So what doctors get
Yeah.
a degree in
So
being a
you know what
doctor,
that means?
then they become a
Yeah.
specialist.
So what do they yeah. So you're trying to create a new specialty.
I'm a specialist now. I'll say that because I did
Yeah.
their thing. So
You're
I'm a
trying to
specialist.
create
That's
a
why I'm
new
level 6.
specialty.
I'm a level 6.
You are trying to exactly. You are trying to create a new line of specialty
I'm a
when there are
specialty
already
because
specialists that
there's
exist
no other
because
level
you don't want to
5
conform.
person who's president. There you go. So now you learned something.
That's what are you talking about?
It's
The
president of an
president of
organization.
USHA is a level 5 referee.
Maybe, but that's what 4 wall, 3 wall, or 1 wall. I mean, that got nothing to do with 1 wall.
I mean,
1 wall, big
you just
blue.
always you're always gonna
1 wall,
find you're
big blue.
always
You can't
gonna
just say
find
USHA because that means you're supposed to know all the rules 1, 3, and 4.
you the rule book already exists
The rules are
and all you got to
different.
do is conform.
I don't.
No,
I
the
don't.
rules aren't different for A players versus B
I.
players.
But
They're
I
not.
did
You're never gonna
conform.
convince me that.
Yeah, but you guys, they had how many years to do this right, and it's still not right. It's just what it is. That's just the way the
So why
game
not
is.
help them? Why
I
not
did
help?
help. I have helped them, but I got to give up. What do you mean? I have helped them. I gave them my love, support, money. I did everything I could. These players don't
Two
do it.
decades ago. 2 decades ago.
What? The last citywide we used the USHA rules again. So that was 2017.
And was there a problem?
Yeah, because it was
No.
free. There was no problem. People can't argue with free, but
There's
they
no
still
problem.
argued in the end.
There's no problem. There's no problem.
All
The
right, so you guys
problem
got it there.
exists in your mind.
Well, the
Thank you
other
so
problem
much,
is you don't
Tyrone,
have
for
certified
joining.
people.
I'm certified.
Yeah, finally
I'm a
you are.
certified. I'm a certified referee, level 3.
Oh, level 3. Why is it taking so long to get to the 5?
I take my time. I'm trying to let everybody catch
Take
up.
your time.
Listen,
Everybody's level 3, but all right. It was
thank
nice
you for
talking to you,
joining.
though.
We'll do
Yeah,
this again. I appreciate it. Watch this while you're at work so
yeah, I am.
you
I'm
can
gonna look
laugh
at it.
later on.
I'm definitely laugh. But all right, thanks for everything, man. We can work on some things because I'm gonna be in Florida some more. So actually, I'm going to
No, you're
28th.
not.
March 28th he's got a tournament. I'm gonna be down there, so it's on.
You gonna drive down here?
No, I'm gonna fly this time. I'm not driving again. That was crazy.
All
But it's what
right.
you do for
Well, I
handball.
will see you on the 28th.
All right, take care, man.
Thank you, sir. All right, guys. That was Tyrone OOHA. Um, we got a little crazy, a little bit. But Tyrone's he's a good sport. Um, I activated Beto mode a little bit. Beto, if you're here. Oh, I think you're here. Are you texting me? Let me see. If you're still here. I activated Beto mode on him. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you appreciated it. I was a little, I didn't know the whole story with White Castle. We did get some of that information. I'm glad we got into that. I can't confirm or deny anything. So Henry, if you watch this later on, obviously he mentioned you specifically. He named you. I don't know if that's true or not, so I can't stop him and tell him he's lying. But I think that I believe Tyrone. If I'm being honest, even if he kept a little money, let's be honest. If he came in with a brand new BMW and they gave him, even if it was $5,000 in a donation, and he gave out 3,000 and kept 2,000, he's not getting a brand new car with 2 grand, right? I think that that was a rumor that started years ago, and people ran with it, and it blackballed Tyrone from the community. It could happen to any one of us. It could happen to me, right? I hope it happens to me because I'm tired of doing shit for y'all, man. I want to quit. I tried to quit at Florida versus the World, but Adam wouldn't let me. Carlos won't let me. Pete won't let me. I'm trying to quit. So blackball me, please. Um, but I do believe what he said. I do not agree with what he said about ducks cannot give out A cards. I think that even calling someone a duck is it's almost like you're trying to insult them in the most polite way possible, and it's just corny. I think that in every sport, there are coaches, there are owners, there are GMs, there are referees that do not play the sport, that do are not professional athletes, and that know the sport better than the athletes themselves, that know the players better than the athletes themselves. I think that it's very foolish to think that someone cannot do something, especially if they created it. I think what Tyrone suffers from is a little bit of envy. I mentioned that when he talked about rookie. I think that he also envies Saha because he had ideas. Maybe he started with them. Gladys earlier said he did not start with them. I don't think that he was ever part of the organization, but I'm sure he did things with them early on. And then he tried to do things on his own, and it didn't happen. And I think that there's a little envy there that gets applied, and that is what you hear all the time when he posts and when he came on the live and when he speaks about other people. So I think that I don't agree with what he said with that. There were other things that I didn't necessarily agree with, but I'm glad that we had this conversation. I didn't even talk about, he let David Velez win a big man singles, and he let a 39-year-old win a 40 and over tournament at 88. We didn't get into all of the drama because I had some notes. I had some notes listed. But Tyrone's a good sport. I'm glad he joined. Next up is Geo, the Human Torch. Pass the Torch 85 will be next up. Not tonight. This live is going on 100 minutes, so almost 2 hours. But I did get in contact with Geo. I will get a date and a time. I don't know when it's going to be. Could be tomorrow. It could be in 2 weeks. It could be in a month. I'll work with Geo, and I got to get questions ready for Geo. Geo is my favorite player. We've had our differences in the past, but we don't hold it against each other. So he's always on these lives, always supporting the interview. So Gio, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, and we will get that going. I want to get some West Coast guys on here, hopefully soon, as long as they're willing to do it and they're not drunk when we do it. I do not want to get anybody on here that's drunk. I do it on YouTube now because Facebook zooms into our face. YouTube is nice and clear. So thank you guys for the thumbs up that you're giving. Thank you guys for tuning in live. I hope you all get some rest, like my man John said. Tiff, I actually done already before a while ago. I want to get Reggie on here. Angel Marquez. If I could be honest, Gio's gonna be next. Angel will be after that. Bito's texting me. Bito, I had to go full Bito mode, bro. I hope I did right by you. I hope you approved of what I did. All right. But Gladys, thank you so much for tuning in. Karen, I saw you here earlier. You know, I had to address Gladys. I saw you come at him the other day, and I didn't like how he backtracked. So I had to mention that because he said what he said, and I'm glad that he admitted it. I wasn't lying. I have no reason to lie. I think that I've already established myself in handball to a point where I'm just controversial with that. One day I posted who was my favorite R&B artist, and I had 40 comments on there, and everyone coming at me. I don't need to lie to get likes, to get talked about, to get clicks, to get anything else. So I didn't like that he said that. I do got to get Gladys on the interview. You're right. Um, I did listen. If I could clock it, when I brought up his legend certificate and made that full circle. Ooh, damn, he needed to get some rest. GSR. He needed to get some rest because I caught him. I go get a Snickers. Look, boom. I had one ready for him. Like, yo, eat a Snickers. Because I got you. You're not yourself right now. Eat it. Matter of fact, before I ate the healthy Snickers, look, it's open. The Unreal. You got to get these Jones. Really good. The Unreal dark chocolate. It's like a Snickers bar, but it's a little healthy. Oh, I had to get them. That was dang. Um, but yeah, going back to what I was saying, if I could, Gio will be next. Angel Marquez will be after that. That is who I gotta get. I gotta get Angel on here because he is another one that just deserves it, and we gotta hear it. We gotta hear it. No paydays. No, 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 no. We like nuts in our chocolate. Damn, that was crazy. This live is at 100 minutes. So thank you so much for watching. I will post when I'm going live again. Share it, like and subscribe. Please subscribe. I want to get paid for this. You know, my little $3, $4 for the views, but I got to get monetized, which is 1,000 subscribers. So please, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Share the live if you enjoyed it. Clip it up. Post the gems that I leave. Gio, if you were on Facebook, please go on Facebook. I know there's a way for you to get on Facebook. Go look at the gem that I posted today about the rules. Oh, I'm dropping gems, dropping them. So I do look pretty good. I shaved my head, but this is a day old shave. But I kind of lined myself up a little bit. I got prepared for this. So let me go before I get myself in more trouble. Thank you guys for watching, and like and subscribe.